Hey guys, Woods Farm here, Project 222. This is episode 28. So today we're going to be working on finishing up those two panels for the rear firewall. But before we get to that, we're going to have to make a bracket to hold the transmission oil cooler. And we're going to have to also pattern out a hatch for the battery on the driver's side. Also in this episode, we're going to work on the front passenger side wheel well area. There's still a couple of small pieces that need to get fabricated and patched in place to completely seal up the crew compartment. So stick around and check it out. Okay, first things first, we've got to make some brackets to hold that transmission oil cooler. We want to do that first while we still have easy access to that area before we go ahead and permanently attach that rear firewall panel. Here's the space that we're working with to mount the transmission cooler. The only real issue in here is there's going to be an opening up here and eventually plumbing for the gas filler. The gas tank's going to be down in this area. So we don't want it to interfere with that. I don't want it too close to the engine, especially those exhaust manifolds. I don't want it picking up heat from that. So I played around with a couple different ideas, but I think ultimately I'm just going to mount it flush up against the passenger side firewall. Probably give it about 2 or 3 inches of clearance just to get some airflow. We're not too concerned with overheating issues on the transmission based on how the vehicle is going to be operated. So honestly, I don't even really think we need this cooler, but we are going to mount it. And worst case scenario, we can always add a small electric fan to give it a little more airflow. Okay, now that we've got that bracket installed for the transmission oil cooler and it's mounted in place, we can go ahead and put in that panel for the passenger side firewall, which is going to be pretty easy because we've already got the panel cut out and ready to go. Next thing we're going to want to do is get that hatch cut in the driver's side panel. That's going to provide us with access to the battery area just for easy installation and maintenance of the battery. We're also going to add some trim around the outside edge of that opening. That's just going to give it some strength and provide a lip that the door can seal against. Okay, that was pretty easy and straightforward, getting that opening cut for the battery. We're going to do a door at a later time. We're still not sure if we're going to use hinges or we're just going to have 4 bolts in the corner to affix the door onto the panel. Okay, last thing we got to do today, finally getting around to sealing up the passenger side firewall area. We're going to have to pattern out a few pieces and fit them in there just to get that area completely sealed. Okay, so I've been procrastinating on this last little section up at the front for quite a while now, so I'm going to go ahead and get this done and out of the way. It's going to be 3 smaller plates that are going to get fit in there and enclose this part of the nose. While I'm at it, I'm going to finish off this little section here. Just a little moon-shaped piece that needs to get cut out and fit in there to close it off. Same thing over here, it needs to get closed in. Okay guys, we're going to wrap this video up here. We got a ton of work done over the last couple of days. Really great to see that rear firewall take shape and get installed, sealing off the engine from the crew compartment. We also got a couple of other things done, including finally finishing up that front passenger side wheel well and getting the transmission oil cooler installed. If you want to see more videos from Project 222, definitely like and subscribe. Think about clicking the bell so you don't miss any of the weekly videos. In the next episode, we're going to be working on the front bulkhead, and we're also going to work on the roof over top of the driver's seat. Here's a sneak peek of that front bulkhead. We've already started to do some of the patterning. You can see a couple of plates need to go in there to seal off the crew compartment. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. As always, thanks for watching.